Welcome to the Brasshead Woodwind Shop. These are the trill keys on a flute, and it is quite common for these corks underneath there to fall off, and those need to be replaced. Different manufacturers have different ways of manufacturing the trill keys, and that will determine what kind of corks you put on there. This is a flute head cork, and it goes in the head joint of a flute. On some brands of flutes, these corks are a little too long, so you can cut off a little bit of the cork. And this is long enough for the head joint, and you have these corks that you can use for the trill corks. You take this cork and cut it into thirds. Like that, and then you have 3 corks that you can use for trill corks. On some flutes, this cork matches up to the trill cork, and you can use that for the trill key cork. Other manufacturers make this a little bit larger, and this cork will not work. But they have other corks that they sell that are larger, and you can use those corks. What you do is cut this in half, and then you cut it into quarters, and then you have 4 corks that you can use. I'll put the link to where you can get these corks in the description below. Some manufacturers have hollowed out trill keys, and those need to be filled in before you glue the trill key cork on there, or otherwise there's not enough surface area to hold on to, and those will fall off quickly. In others, it's smooth, and you can glue the cork right onto there. This one's a little different. It's not curved like part of a circle, but it is flat, and then it curves a little bit, and then it's flat again. You can use the same cork, but you just need to cut it. Here's a drawing of the cork. You take the cork and you cut it from here to here. So that takes off this part. And then you have to round this end off a little bit, and you can do that by sanding it. Then it fits right onto the trill key. Take the trill cork and cut it like that. To round off the angle that goes on the curved part of the key, take a piece of sandpaper and just sand it a couple times. Like that. And that rounds it off enough so that you can put it onto the key. And then it goes together like that. If you have the key that is hollowed out, you need to fill that in. So take some cork cement and put that inside the hollowed out place. And then take some cork and put it on the cork and wait for that to dry. When the contact cement is dried, take the cork and put it into the hollow part and push that in really good. Make sure that it sticks inside of that. Then take the razor and cut off all of it that sticks out above the hollow spot. And you can finish it off with sandpaper. Then take some contact cement again and put it on the key. And also put it on the corks. And remember to put it on the one side of the cork for the one, and then the curved side for the other. When it's dry, take the cork and stick it on, and you want quite a bit hanging out in front of the key, like that, and then push it onto there really tight so that it doesn't fall off. And you want it to look like that from the side. The other one, line it up and make sure that you get it straight in there, because you only get one chance at this. And then push it in, and it should look like that. And now these are ready to cut. Follow the contour of the key, and also be careful not to let this slip, because you can get cut. Then do the other side. And then if this is a little rough, just smooth it out with the razor. And when you're done with that, cut some of the bottom, because this is going to be too thick. So you want to cut off a little bit from the bottom, and then also cut an angle in there. And then to finish the cork, take the sandpaper and sand off the rough edges if there are any, and that finishes up the job. And that's about it. When you're sanding, be careful to only sand the cork. Do not hit the metal part of the key or that will scratch it. When you're done, the bottom of the cork should look like a smaller version of the top side of the key. That's what it looks like from the side, and that's what it looks like from the bottom. With the other trill cork, it's done almost the same way. You first cut off the front of it, and then you cut the contour of the key, and you follow the contour of the side of the key. Then after you're done, you can neaten it up on the sides if you need to. Cut off some of the bottom to flatten off the round part, and cut an angle at the bottom. It is hard to make a flute trill cork look good the first time you do it, so it will probably take a little bit of practice. So if it does not look good the first time, try again. I hope this video has been helpful. Please look in the description below for the link to other flute videos, and please subscribe for more band instrument repair videos.